Hello, in this video we're going to go over lesson 2.1 conditionals if statements, and this is the running totals demo. So on this one here we've got a number of comments already done for us as well as some variables declared. So line 7 says declare time as a running total in minutes. Then line 10 says change time if they want to watch a movie, and we've got a variable here. Line 15 says change time if they want to walk, and we have another variable for miles. And then we have a print statement at the end. So all we have to do is add a little bit of code below each one of these comments, and that should do it for us. So the first thing we want to do is to declare time as a running total in minutes. When we see the word declare, we're thinking variable. We declare variables and we assign them to a value. So here we're just going to type on line 8, we'll type in time equals 0. And we're starting with 0 because we're basically going to be making a running total of time, and that's always going to start at 0, and then we're going to increment that up as we go. So then on line 10, again, change time if they want to watch a movie. So the movie, line 11 says movie equals input. Do you want to watch a movie? Yes or no. So the person is going to indicate either one of these, yes or no, and then we need to make an if conditional that's going to increment a certain amount of time if the answer is yes. And if the answer is no, it's just going to move on, and we're going to look at line 16 after that. So on line 12, we're going to do our conditional. We're going to say if space movie, because this is a variable we're evaluating, and then we want 2 equals. So if it's equivalent to yes, and that's going to be lowercase, and then we have to do a colon. So we've got to remember this syntax. We have the if statement, we have the condition, and then we have the colon. That's very important. Now we're just going to click enter, and that's going to automatically indent on line 13. And so we'll just say time, and then we're going to do an increment of 120 minutes. So now the time would be 120 minutes. So that would be good for line 11. Now line 16 says change the time if they want to walk. So down on line 18, let's make another conditional. We'll say if miles is greater than 0, because it says how many miles do you want to walk. This is not a yes or no. Now we're going to do a colon, and then we're going to go time plus equals miles times 20. So basically this is just saying that it takes 20 minutes to go 1 mile. So however many miles they go, we're going to multiply that by 20 minutes, and then that's going to increment our time. So let's go ahead and run this just to make sure we have no errors. And if we do, we're going to go ahead and solve those. Usually any error that you have would either be an indentation or you forgot this colon. So if you haven't done either of these, it's probably going to work out. But it's good just to test anyways. So let's go ahead and test it out. Do you want to watch a movie? Yes or no? And so we're going to type in yes. And then the next question is, how many miles do you want to walk? Let's say I want to walk 13 miles. So it's going to say then that will take you 380 minutes, because by doing yes, that added 120 minutes. And then 13 times 20 would be the additional. And so we get a total of 380 minutes. So if your code works and it looks right, then go ahead and turn it in. You did a good job.